പരിശുദ്ധ സ്തുതി ആദ്യമേകം തന്നെ ആമേൻ. കാരുണ്യവാനായ ദൈവമേ, സ്നേഹവാനായ കർത്താവേ, ഈ നല്ല ദിവസത്തെ ഓർത്ത് നിന്നെ സ്തുതിക്കുന്നു, സ്തോത്രം ചെയ്യുന്നു. കർത്താവേ, ഇവിടെ സന്നിഹിതരായിരിക്കുന്ന പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട മക്കളെയൊക്കെ തിരുമുമ്പാകെ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു. ദൈവം തമ്പുരാനെ, എൻ്റെ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ അനുഗ്രഹിക്കണമേ. പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും ഷേബയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയും സറയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയും പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. ഇവരുടെ ജീവിത വഴിയാത്ര നീ കൂടെയിരുന്നു, ഇത്രത്തോളം അവരെ ബലപ്പെടുത്തി വഴി നടത്തി. മക്കൾ യഹോവ നൽകുന്ന അവകാശവും ഉദരഫലം നൽകുന്ന പ്രതിഫലവുമാകുന്നുവല്ലോ. ദൈവം തമ്പുരാനെ, ഇവരുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവിധ നന്മകൾക്കായി നിന്നെ സ്തുതിക്കുന്നു. ഇവരുടെ ജനനം മുതൽ ഇതുവരെയും കാത്തു പരിപാലിച്ചവർക്ക് വേണ്ടി പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് മാതാപിതാക്കളെയും ഇവരുടെ സഹോദരങ്ങളെയും ഈ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ പഠിപ്പിച്ച അധ്യാപകരെയൊക്കെ തിരുമുമ്പാകെ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു. ഇവർക്ക് ലഭിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന താലന്തുകൾ 30, 60, 100 മേനിയായി പ്രതിഫലം നൽകുമെന്നൊക്കെ വേണം. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ മഹത്വപ്പെടുത്തുമെന്നൊക്കെ വേണം ഈ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇടയാകണമേ. തുടർന്നുള്ള ഇവരുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ നീ കൂടെ ഇരിക്കുമാറാകണമേ. ഇവരെ പഠിപ്പിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ അധ്യാപകരെയും ഇവിടെ കലാസൃഷ്ടിയൊക്കെ തിരുമുമ്പാകെ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു. ദൈവം തമ്പുരാനെ, ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ സമയം അനുഗ്രഹത്തിന്റെ സമയമായി തീരുമാറാകണമേ. എല്ലാവിധ നൽകനങ്ങളാൽ ഇവരെ നിറയ്ക്കണമേ. ഓർത്ത് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കപ്പെട്ട എല്ലാവരും തിരുമുമ്പാകെ സമർപ്പിച്ച് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാവരും നിനക്ക് സ്തുതിയും സ്തോത്രവും സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു, ഇപ്പോഴും എല്ലായ്പ്പോഴും എന്ന് വന്നേക്കും തന്നെ. ആമേൻ.
Thank you, Achin, for your kind words of prayer. As we are commencing the ceremony, we will begin with the performers seeking blessings from their grandparents that are below on stage. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I know everyone is super excited for this festival dance. So finally, please join me in welcoming to the stage the next two MCs who will guide us through the remainder of the show. Our first MC is a former disciple of Guru Nimidas, Jenny Thomas. Our second MC is also a former dancer of a different group back in Florida, Sharon Matthew. Thank you.
Thank you once again for joining us here tonight. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jenny, Sheba and Sara's older cousin. However, our families are so close that to me they're my little sisters.
I am also an older cousin of Sheba and Sara. It brings us great honor and joy to be here tonight celebrating this wonderful achievement in their lives.
As Sean mentioned, I am a former disciple of Guru Nimidas. I would like to take this moment to acknowledge and appreciate Guru Nimidas, or Nimiandi as her disciples so lovingly call her, for her hard work and her passion for Bharatanatyam, which is the reason why we're here today. Nimidas is the director and founder of Bharatanatyam Dance Academy and has been involved in dance education since 1998. She is trained in Bharatanatyam, Mohiniyattam, and Kuchipudi under the guidance of late Guru Sri Surendranath and Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi Surendranath in India. Her vast list of performances include temple and church functions, fundraisers, prestigious mainstream organizations, and annual recitals by her students. She was the Kala Tilakam at the university level in 1991. Nimidas has participated in many fundraising programs and has traveled to various states in India and abroad to perform. Now I'd like to speak about our dancers. From a very young age, both of these girls had a passion for dance. Sheba was introduced to Bharatanatyam at the age of 5 under the guidance of Guru Nimidas and has participated in various programs since then. She has even had the honor of performing at the renowned Carnegie Hall for the All-Indian Dance Festival in 2022. Sheba is now a freshman in Thomas Jefferson University as a biology major with hopes of becoming a physician. Sara was introduced to Bharatanatyam at the age of 4, also under the guidance of Guru Nimidas. She has participated in many dance programs and performances throughout the tri-state area. She is passionate about dance and art, and she enjoys crocheting. She began attending Bharatanatyam Dance Academy with me, and it was clear to me how much she loved dance. When Sara was around 4 years old, she was more aware that both her chechis, or older sisters, went to dance class together, and she often watched us practice. Sara was adamant that she also wanted to attend dance class with us, but she didn't meet the minimum age requirement of 5 years. However, after seeing how passionate she was about dance, Nimiandi took Sara in under her wings and guided her into the world of dance as well.
Tonight is a very special night for any Bharatanatyam student. We will be witnessing the culmination of years of learning, growing, and practicing. These girls have spent many long days and nights perfecting their performance of these dances to showcase not only their ability and skill, but also their passion and dedication. Tonight, you will see Guru Nimidas's Bharatanatyam students come into their own as Bharatanatyam dancers.
Tonight, you will see a series of 10 Bharatanatyam dance items, each one its own separate style of the dance form, but together forming the Bharatanatyam repertoire. All Bharatanatyam students learn these 10 dance items and perform in the same order, but they can be set in different melodies and rhythms which are specified before each number. Bharatanatyam is an ancient Indian classical dance form dating back to 1000 BC. It began as a form of worship performed by temple dancers known as Devadasis in the southern state of India called Tamil Nadu. The name Bharatanatyam may be long and hard to pronounce, but is an acronym formed from the 4 basic elements of this dance form. Bhavam, meaning facial expressions, Ragam, meaning melody, Talam, meaning rhythm, and Natyam, meaning dance.
Our first performance of the evening is the Pushpanjali. The term Pushpam means flower, while Anjali means offering. Therefore, Pushpanjali can be roughly translated to mean flower offering. The very word means salutations with flowers. It is an invocatory number where the dancer welcomes the audience and offers her Anjali to the deity, guru, orchestra, and audience. She brings flowers in her hand and offers it to the Lord. This Pushpanjali is said in Arabi Ragam and Aditaram.
Our next performance is the Alarico. The word Alarico originates from the oldest Dravidian languages of Telugu and Tamil. The literal meaning of Alarico is to bloom or a blooming flower. Metaphorically, it is the moment when the Bharatanatyam student transforms into a dancer, as a bud blooms into a beautiful flower. It is a combination of movements, or aravas, beautifully recited syllables, and the application of the hastas or hands, drishti vedas or eye movements, griva vedas or neck movements, and mandalas. Theoretically speaking, the way a child puts together the alphabet to make words and sentences is what an Alarico is to Bharatanatyam. It is the same as a child going through the phases of crawling, to standing, to finally walking. The joy in his or her mind and of those who watch is beyond words. Similarly, Alarico has the capacity to invoke joy in the minds of the audience and the performer. In the Indian culture, anything and everything we do starts with an offering to the Almighty. Hence, Alarico too is considered an obeisance to God, as the dancer starts with his or her performances of the day. The dancer shows respect to God and bows before him as well as the audience, seeking their blessings. The Alarico that Sheba and Sara will be performing is set in Kalyani Ragam and Mr. Chakutala.
Sheba and Sara, that was nothing less than exceptional. The third performance tonight will be Kalpam. Kalpam is a hymn or a song of devotion in praise of a deity in Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi recitals. It was performed by the Devadasis as part of their daily rituals on special occasions or during their festivals. Most Kalpams are dedicated to a particular deity. One who hears the Kalpam for the first time could possibly come up with the idea the rap must have originated from Kalpam. Kalpam has a unique structure. It begins with a rhythmic recitation of Solagarya, followed by a lyrical recitation in the same rhythmic meter as the Solith. Next, a melodic rendering of the lyrics, and ends with a Sulagarya. Musically, most Kalpams are composed in Natai, Gaulai, Arabi, Varali, Hamsadwani, and Sri Ragam. Gangai, Muthu, Natuana, and the Tanjore Quartet have penned most of the Kalpams. Today, Sheba and Sara will be performing Naresha Kalpam set in Hamsadwani Ragam and Adi Tamam.
During this time, we'd like to ask the audience to remain seated unless you need to use the restroom. You'll be hearing a few words from Sheba's friends. So we'd like to call up April Matthew, Christina Matthew, and Dia Daji to the stage.
We're so happy to be up here today, celebrating this wonderful moment that we have to see Sheba dance up here on stage. It's so amazing to see all of her hard work. I'm going to hand her off to April.
Okay, I just want to begin with, Sheba and I have been friends for over 6 years. She's one of my best friends, someone I've grown so close to over the years, and someone I can easily say is the sweetest soul ever. She's always there with her amazing advice and red velvet cupcakes, knows how to cheer me up when I'm upset, and listen to my countless rants. One thing I admire most about her is her diligence. She's one of the strongest, most hardworking women I've ever met. I admire how much of herself she puts into dance. I had the blessing of dancing with her a couple of times, and I can safely say she takes the spotlight each time with her elegance and grace. But when I see her energy when she performs and how she takes each and every performance with her strongest will, I envy how passionate she is because you can tell how much she loves it. Sheba, I hope you continue dancing and you never stop. It's so evident that you express yourself best through your dances, and I'm excited to see you continue to grow as we go through college together.
Once again, my name is Christina. I'm not as eloquently spoken as April is, but like she was saying, Sheba is one of the most passionate people that I've ever met in my entire life. I mean, it's so clear to see through her dance. I mean, I'm going to be really honest, I don't think I would ever be able to dance up on stage like this, and it's just so beautiful to see Sheba's hard work and dedication that she's put in to this dance performance. Funny story, I actually met Sheba about 9 years ago in front of a trash can during lunchtime. And I mean, from then I just knew our friendship was going to be great. And since then, we've just been through countless adventures, creating a Narnia-inspired bakery for our 6th grade class to our IPCO Initiation Day. It's been such an amazing time getting to know Sheba, and I'm just so glad to be called one of her closest friends. I just cannot wait for what God has planned for you in your life, Sheba. I know you can't hear this right now, but I'm just so proud of you, and I'm so glad for everything that God has done in your life.
Hi, and in case you forgot, my name is Dia, and I'll try to keep this as short as I can so you don't have to wait too long for the next performance. I know Sheba for a long time, and the time I spent with Sheba feels so much like a blur, but I can still remember the first day that I met her. Ever since that day, I've been in awe of watching her become the person that she is now. When I think of Sheba, I think of a lot of words. She's pretty, she's smart, she's hardworking, multi-talented, but the best word to describe Sheba is that she's independent. I've never met anyone more independent than her. She's been a huge inspiration in my life through her courage to try new things every day. She's never scared to do anything she puts her mind into. Although I can say one thing she was scared of was dogs. But now that fear's gone, now that Kai's around. I'm so proud of Sheba for accomplishing everything that you have worked. I'm so proud of you, Sheba, for accomplishing everything that you have worked hard for, and I'll always be there for you through your joys and your sorrows. Congratulations to both you and Sara for this amazing accomplishment, and you guys look so beautiful performing up here. I know they've been practicing for months now, and I'm so excited to see the rest of the performances. I love you both very much.
We love you, Sheba.
next item that our dancers will be performing is called Jadi Swara. Jadi Swara brings out three aspects of dance: unity of music, rhythm, and movements. Raga or melody and talam or rhythm are the major aspects of Jadi Swara. Raga can be understood as a special musical space where certain patterns of swara or tunes live in. Raga has its own mood. It guides the flow of melody as a stream flows into a river. Talam and kalam or tempo give the feeling of time. They make the melody move on and define how fast it should flow. Besides talam and kalam of music composition, which are constant, each dance arava has its own rhythmic pattern. Jadi Swara reminds us of a mountain river. In this river, streams of melodies flow, rippled by stones of rhythmic patterns along the main channel of the ragam. The dancer bends like the river, gently to and fro along the mountain. The message of Jadi Swara is beauty. Proper postures and movements in combination with the flow of melody and rhythm evoke a sense of harmony and joy in the hearts of spectators. This Jadi Swara that is being presented to you is set in Kalyani Ragam and Dhruvagadam.
Following that beautiful Jatiswaram will be a dance called Shabdam. Shabdam is a Bharatanatyam item in which expressions or abhinaya is introduced for the first time in the repertoire. The song is usually separated into stanzas, and between each stanza there's a simple korvai or nritta steps. Each stanza can contain a different story, or all of them put together can be one single story. However, essentially the whole item is about one person and one theme. This item is usually set to the Mishra Japa Talam and Maliga Ragam. The movements here are leisurely. In Shabdam, emotions are withheld at the beginning. Once the dancer has clarified herself, the expressions are released in a measured and disciplined manner. Shabdam is also referred to as Yashogidam. They have also inherited an Islamic influence of repeating the salam or namostude, paying respects to the Almighty or the King, at the end of each line. Initially, Shabdam was composed and rendered in one raga, but it is now a common practice to use one raga or tune for each stanza and present the composition in raga maliga. Tilai Ambalam is a Shabdam of the Hindu deity Sheba. This Shabdam depicts a female devotee who is amazed and enamored by the dance of Shiva and describes the myriad of feelings and dreams that she experiences in the hopes of uniting with him. The Nayaga, or devotee, wonders if Natraja, the one who dances at the golden temple of Chidambaram, would ever realize her love and accept her as his own. This Shabdam is set in Ragam, Ragamaliga, and Talam Misraja.
Now we'll have our next performance called Varnam. Varnam is a very important part of Bharatanatyam. It is one of the most challenging dances of the Bharatanatyam repertoire, which is performed by a dancer in concerts. It brings out the excellence and skill of a Bharatanatyam dancer through the Varnams performed by them. This also gives a range of opportunities to the dancer to express their expertise in dancing through various footwork, rhythms, facial expressions, which are amalgamated to portray the bhava, tala, and raga in this specific dance form. Varnam is the measure through which the dancer's capabilities are proved. A dancer is considered an expert when the dasa pranas are present in them. Dasapranas are the 10 characteristics of a good dancer. The most significant of these dasapranas is perseverance or endurance, which is also known as the ashrama. Other important components are the footwork, hand gestures, the sattvika abhinaya, which together form the aravas in Bharatanatyam dance form. Varnams, in short, provide richness and vibrancy to the Bharatanatyam dance form and consists of very complex body, hand, and facial expressions, which are the manifestations of inner feelings. This Varnam is set in Ragam Natya Kuranji and Adira.
Now we will have our second break of the program. We will be hearing from a few of Sarah's friends. We'd like to call up Reina Varghese, Neva Varghese, Ashlyn Joseph, and Sabrina Phillip.
There are friends, there is family, and there are friends who become family. And friends are the siblings that God gave us.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Sabrina.
I'm Reina.
And I'm Neva.
And we're Sarah's best friends, although we consider each other to be more like sisters. The four of us are here to give a speech about our dearest friend, Sarah, and the amazing moments that we have shared together.
We have been friends with Sarah for our entire lives. We grew up side by side and made many memories together. One of our favorite memories is of us sitting in the back of her dad's car, coming back from church and acting like we're saving the world and playing silly little games. We would imagine we're riding a roller coaster, or pretend we're in a horror movie, and catch cars and pretend they would get us points, all in the back of her dad's car. And the best thing was, one sibling didn't suspect a thing.
We recently hung out together at Sarah's house, and when we got there, Sarah wasn't there because she went to the store to get snacks and face masks for us. We applied the face masks on our face and just laid in Sarah's bed and talked. When Reina and Neva left, Sabrina and I slept over. But we didn't really sleep. We were awake at 3 a.m. laughing, trying not to wake up Sarah's parents.
We also remember the time when we would always dance for family night, and we gave Sheba Gigi and Rona Gigi a hard time when they were trying to teach us the dance. We still do that today.
One time, we were hanging out at Sarah's house and we ended up staying there till 1 a.m. All our sisters and brothers fell asleep and it was only me and Sarah awake. We started drawing on everyone's faces and putting chapstick on them and playing a bunch of games on our computer. Let's just say we were too energized to go to sleep that night.
I remember the time when Sarah and I went to Disney together with our family. When we went on this one fast train roller coaster, me and Sarah were sitting together and we made her dad sit in the front. And as soon as the ride started going down the slope, all you can hear is one sitting on the front screaming, "Suso!" Out of all of the names, her dad started screaming at my mom's.
We all really admire her leadership qualities and her caring nature. She always makes sure to check if I can eat something, and she never eats things that I'm allergic to while I'm there. She is constantly asking if we're okay and will take care of us when we're not. Sarah has always helped us through our ups and downs and mental breakdowns and would always stand up and protect us when we're getting bullied or feeling down. If we were to ever tell her that someone wants to fight us, she'll show up to help us with an umbrella in hand and roast them so much that they would be burnt to the core.
Those who know her know that she's the bossiest girl in our group. And she is always in a silly and goofy mood, which makes Sarah Sarah. And sometimes she acts like a complete psycho.
Even though I may be the youngest, she is always more energetic and has more of a younger child attitude than me. Sarah is one of the kindest people we've ever been lucky enough to know. She is a great listener. She'd do anything for the people she cares about. She's strong, she's confident, inspiring, and she has the funniest laughs and jokes, and so much more. In all honesty, when you get to know Sarah really well, you realize that she isn't the same person that you met the first time. But the more you get to know her, the more you'll love her and realize the amazing and kind person she is.
Sarah knows her ways of how to get things, especially from her parents. When Sarah was longing for a dog, she knew that she had to do all that she could to convince her dad. For example, she put pictures of dogs all over her house, from the kitchen to her parents' dresser and to her dad's pillow. She even put a picture of a dog as her dad's lock screen for a while. Since I had a dog, Sarah called me to give her some reinforcements. So my family and I fought with one's uncle, and eventually he gave up and bought the dog for her. And so we welcomed the newest member of the Joshua family, Little Kai, aka Gagang. And we all know Little Kai is growing on one's uncle.
When Sabrina, Sarah, and I were younger, we always wanted to become fashion designers and start a business, so we named ourselves the SAS. But no one knows how the name came to be, so when we were first trying to come up with our name, Sabrina came up with the ASS group, thinking it would go oldest to youngest. She didn't know what it meant. When we were there, I was like shocked. I was like, Sabrina, no, erase that. Yeah. Then we turned to the SAS. Our parents still tease us and call us that when they talk about all three of us, especially my mom. We also have the SAS seniors, which are our siblings.
To conclude, we'd like to say that we are honestly so proud of all the accomplishments that she has made along the way, and we hope to continue to be a part of her life and watch her grow into an amazing, talented, and smart person. We love you so much, and we're so proud of you, and we're so happy to be here to support you through this big moment, and will always be no matter what.
We love you.
Kirtanas are often filled with stories of Hindu deities. It includes Pallavi, Anupallavi, and Charanas. Kirtanas are set to lighter ragas. It is usually sung in Madhyama Kala, medium tempo. Sahityam narrates prayers and stories from the ancient text called Puranas. Thus, the basic bhava or emotion of Kirtanam is bhakti or reverence. As a dance composition, Kirtanam is an abhinaya item, where lines of sahityam are intervened with jatis and swaras, during which the dancer executes different korvais or sets of arvas. Bo Shambho is a Kirtanam that praises the Hindu deity Shiva the Destroyer. Here the dancer conveys the myth of the descent of the river Ganga from heaven through the matted hair of Shiva to cleanse the unwholesomeness on earth. This will be a solo performance by Sheba. This song is set in Ragam, Revadi, and Talam Adi.
Next, we will have a solo performance by Sara called Era de Buddha. Badam is a musical monologue or composition meant for dance that brings out the relationship of a hero and heroine, as well as relationship between confidants. Badams give the widest scope for abhinaya, which is the expression of sentiments, emotions, feelings, and moods. Before a badam, one should visualize the hero and heroine, the previous history of their relationships, the current situation, the mood and intentions of the heroine or hero, depending on the protagonist, and possible development of the situation between the lovers. Badams are suggestive. They admit dual meaning, direct and indirect aspects. Poems are centered around the theme of love. Different emotions may be expressed according to the situation and character of the heroine and hero. However, they should not break the main theme of tender, affectionate love flowing underneath. Anger is often pretended, suffering is mingled with hope, and indignation is softened by hidden affection. This padam is set in Kamas Ragam and Adi Ragam.
இடது பதம் தூக்கி ஆடும் நடராஜனடி பணிவயே. இடது பதம் தூக்கி ஆடும் நடராஜனடி பணிவயே. இடது பதம் தூக்கி நடராஜனடி பணிவயே. இடது பதம் தூக்கி ஆடும் 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 நடராஜனடி பணிவயே. இடது பதம்
our third and final break of this program. Please remain seated at this time unless you need to use the restroom. The orchestra will play a few Carnatic pieces. Carnatic music is the classical music traditional to the southern regions of India. Our musicians tonight deserve the highest praise and recognition for their beautiful talent. We'd like to take this moment to appreciate and acknowledge each member of the orchestra.
First, I'd like to introduce Vidwan Prakash V. Rao, who is our Mridanga musician. He has trained under one of the greatest experts of Mridanga, the late Sangeeta Kalanidhi Kalai Mamadi Sri Vellur G. Rambhadran. Although he is not a performing vocalist, Mr. Rao has also been trained in Carnatic vocals and teaches vocal music. Since his initial ascension to the stage in 1980, Mr. Rao has since performed in over 2,500 concerts, dance programs, music ensembles, and lecture demonstrations in India, Canada, and the US. Mr. Rao has been in the US since 1987 and lives in New Jersey with his wife, Dr. Bhavani Prakash, and their two sons, Anand and Skanda. Mr. Rao and his family teach vocals, veena, flute, and mridangam in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. While Mr. Rao is a talented and well-rounded musician, he is also a management consultant and business coach by profession.
Next, I'd like to introduce our veena and flute musician, Vidushi Dr. Bhavani Prakash. Wife of Mr. Rao, Dr. Bhavani is a practicing physician by profession and a multi-talented Carnatic musician by passion. She's equally adept at Carnatic vocal, veena, and venu. Dr. Bhavani has been a part of over 1,700 concerts, dance recitals, ensembles, recordings, and lecture demonstrations around the world. She is trained under several renowned musicians and has received many awards and accolades.
And last but most certainly not least, we have Ananda Padmanabha Rayar, or Anand for short, who is the son of Mr. Prakash Rao and Dr. Bhavani Prakash. He has been learning Carnatic vocal music for 22 years from the age of 2. Anand learns mridangam from his father, Mr. Rao, and he has also been instructed in the veena by his mother, Dr. Bhavani. Anand has given many concerts before the age of 10 and has since then given over 300 concerts in India, Canada, and the US. Anand has also learned Western violin for 10 years and plays the guitar and piano out of his own interest. He is not only a talented musician, but has graduated from Rutgers University with 3 majors: mechanical engineering, physics, and computer science. He is also a member of Mensa, which is an association of individuals with extremely high IQs.
Please enjoy this pure art form of Carnatic music performed by this multi-talented family. for blessing us with that beautiful piece. Our next performance is Tilana. Tilana is a brisk and lively number performed towards the end of a concert. Usually a Carnatic vocal or a Bharatanatyam concert culminates with a Tilana. Most of the Tilanas include the word Tilana in the lyrics. It is predominantly a rhythmic composition. Tilana usually has jatis as part of the composition and few lines of sahityam in the charanam followed by solos or muktam, which are patterns of swarams. Tilana consists of pallavi, anupallavi, sahityam, and chittaswaram. The composers enjoy the freedom to add to the sahityam based on the presiding deity of the composer or their Ishtadevata, beloved God. The origin of Tilana can be traced to the Tarana of Hindustani music. Tilanas were composed in the late 17th and 18th century by Tanjore quartets. Uttukada Venkata Kavi and Maharaja Swadi Tirnar and many such vidwans. Melator Veerabhadra is said to be the earliest composer of Tilanas in the 17th century. The modern day composers like the late Sri Papanasam Shivam, Sri Lal Kudi Jayaraman, and Sri Balamurali Krishna have also composed exciting Tilanas. This Tilana is set in Ragam Indolam and Aditamam.
Tilana
We have reached our 10th and final dance item of the night. Can we give another round of applause to our dancers? All Bharatanatyam performances of this nature end with Mangalam, meaning an auspicious ending. The dancer concludes the recital with Namaskaram, where he or she calls for blessings from God, the Guru, the audience, and the orchestra. Mangalam is set in Ragam Sruti and Adidam.
ಇಂದಿನ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೇ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ತಾರ ಶುಭ ತಾರೆ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೇ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ತಾರೆ ಶುಭ ತಾರೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನೆನೆಸಿದ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೇ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ದಾರ ಶುಭ ದಾರೆ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೇ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ದಾರ ಶುಭ ದಾರೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನೆನೆಸಿದ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೇ ಇಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭ ಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ತಾರೆ ಶುಭ ತಾರೆ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ
Everyone, please remain seated for a few more moments. At this time, we'd like to call onto stage Guru Nimidas to present our dancers with their certificates of achievement in Bharatanatyam.
First, certificate is going for Sara Joshua. Let's give her a round of applause. And next for Sheba. Another round of applause, please. Now Sheba and Sara will come up and share some words after having earned this wonderful achievement. if they can get a free hand.
Okay. Hi everyone. I would like to begin by thanking God for everything. He's the reason that we're here for guiding and supporting us throughout all the practices and especially today. Next, I would like to thank my parents. Mama, thank you for all that you have done, especially these last few weeks, and for making us write this speech a week prior. And knowing me, I probably would have done it last minute. You stitched all our clothes last minute, especially all our blouses, and that was an impossible task, and being there for all our dance programs. Papa's sitting out there, he's smiling because he knows he's next. Papa, you probably played the biggest roles in our Arangetram, from all the money and going out to the stores last minute, but also the dedication that made you sure we would practice each day. Ever since classes in my college started, and we had dance, he would always pick me up from college after work and drive us to dance. And after dance, he would drop me off back to college. It was not easy, especially these last few weeks. When we had practices till like 10, he would drop me off at 11, probably get home later at midnight, and then he had work the next day, so thank you. Sara, thank you for doing this with me and doing it together. Even though you look at me whenever you forget a step, you still know what you're doing, because most practices, she would fix me or Mandy. It's been great seeing you grow as a dancer. And next to Mandy, where would we be without you? When we first started dancing, I was a 5-year-old and truly didn't expect to be here. You challenge us and teach us with so much passion and threaten us with standing on top of the chair, doing I don't know. All the stories that you tell us help us remember the dance, especially like Sheba and all the stories. They're fun too and funny. I would like to thank New Auntie's family for helping us along the way. Boss Uncle and Nana, you guys have been a great help from setting up and making all the decorations and help during the practices. Thank you. My friends, thank you guys for your support. I would sometimes have to miss hanging out with you guys and going to practice, and I'm glad you guys understood that. Thank you so much. And to my family, extended and close, and everyone that's here and that are not here. It's with your prayers and guidance that I'm here today. Thank you to everyone. Rileshi, thank you so much for helping us with everything, especially making the schedule. It wasn't easy, and kind of have you thank you for our dance journey. Thank you for that. Once again, we love everyone here. Thank you guys, thank you everyone for joining us here today and coming out. It's been hard with work and school. But thank you guys, and once again, thank you. I would also like to thank the orchestra for being with us today. All those practices, sometimes we mess up and we have to start over again, but they've been bearing along with us, and thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. And thank you.
Good evening. I just wanted to say thank you for coming to my sisters and mine at Arangetram. I would like to first thank God for helping us to be able to have our Arangetram and letting us have a great performance and guiding us today. Secondly, I would like to thank my parents for hosting a great event and spending a lot of money. Hello. Papa, thank you for dropping and picking us up from dance class. Thank you for driving to many stores to get things we needed for today. Mama, thank you for pushing me to practice because she knew I made a lot of mistakes. You have done so many things for us when we were getting everything ready. You both made sure everything went perfectly today. I also want to thank my sister for helping me through everything and being mad at me when I made silly mistakes. I also thank her for being able to look at her during practice through the corner of my eye. I am very happy because we have gotten much closer during our little meetup, and I can't believe we are done. After many practices with you getting mad at me for making silly mistakes, and for me helping you if you forgot any step. Next, I would like to thank my family and friends. Thank you for being with us on this special day. Thank you to my friends for telling me I was doing a good job during practice. I thank my family for being excited to come to our Arangetram. I would especially like to thank Raina, Neva, Sabrina, and Ashlyn for saying such an amazing speech.
Thank you guys for everything and helping us get everything done in time today. I'm very glad you guys are my friends for basically all my life. Thank you for helping me and my family out with my sisters and mine at Arangetram on this special day. I also thank Sheba Auntie and Susan Auntie for helping us get ready and with not only at Arangetram but with all the other performances that we had. They were there for many of our performances and helped us do our makeup, hair, and putting on our clothes. I would also like to thank the orchestra for having great music and doing such a great job with the practices and everything. Lastly, I thank Nimi Auntie. Thank you for teaching us and helping us throughout the year. Thank you for helping us when we made mistakes and when we need to fix things. There are not many words to express how we feel about Nimi Auntie. I love you so much, Nimi Auntie. I would also like to thank Nimi Auntie's family for being with us from the photo shoot until now. I would like to thank Das Uncle for helping us with the photo shoot until this day, for making everything for the performance. I would also like to thank Nana Chichi for helping us with all of the dances and the choreographs, and helping us get ready for other performances. I would like to say thank you again for everyone for coming and joining us on this beautiful day. Thank you.
I would also like to say thank you to our backstage helpers, especially the ones that help us change really fast. Sheba Auntie, Susan Auntie, Samantha, and Maria Chichi, you guys, everyone here. Thank you guys so much.
Finally, we'd like to call up Joshua Thomas and Bindu Joshua, the parents of Sheba and Sara, to share their thoughts and well wishes at this time, as well as to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening all. God has blessed our family with the opportunity to showcase their talents, and He has shown that through Him all things are truly possible. We want to acknowledge the hard work of our girls. We know you both worked very hard during summer break and the past year, practicing constantly. We are so proud to be standing here to watch you both today, knowing it was all worth it. Sheba's first dance performance was at her preschool in India at the age of 3. After she moved to the US and joined as a disciple of Guru Nimidas. Sheba had the privilege to perform in Carnegie Hall along with Nimi. Thank you, Nimi, for giving her opportunity to perform. She joined Jefferson University as a freshman and is continuing her dance journey with Guru Nimi. Arangetram is not stopping her to complete her dance, but it is a beginning in her dance journey. Sara started her dance class at the age of 4. When we were dropping Sheba and their cousin Jenny to dance class, she would want to go with them. So I asked Nimi, can we send Sara for a dance class? Nimi agreed, even though she takes students at the age of 5. Since that time, Sara shows her interest in dance by performing at church and with her friends. She has had many opportunities to perform dance in different stages. I am so proud of her for doing her Arangetram at her age. Sara loves to hear about the stories of Hindu mythology from Guru Nimi. When she comes home after dance, she would always talk about stories Nimi taught her for Lord Krishna, Shiva, and many more. She wants to keep dance as a part of her life. The confidence of performing the arts can be seen in our girls' lives. Thank you, Nimi, for being their mentor. Nimi has molded them to how they are today. As kids raised in America, it is easier to forget or disconnect from their culture and heritage. but through Nimmi, they kept the art. Nimmi helped us all the way. We told Nimmi we don't know anything about Arangetram. Nimmi relieved that fear. From the day we started planning to this time, she helped us with everything. There are no words to describe how she helped us. Thank you, Nimmi, Ned, and Naina. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this auspicious occasion of Sheba and Sarah's Arangetram. Congratulations, Sheba and Sarah. Thank you.
Good evening, all. We hope you all have enjoyed the performance. I would like to first thank God. Without Him, nothing is possible, and it is because of His grace that we are able to be here and enjoy the performance. Today we saw the remarkable achievements in Sheba and Sarah's dance year. They both have a passion for dance and both put in effort. They are very hardworking and dedicated to dance. We are so proud of them. Congratulations, Sheba and Sara. Our family and friends have come from different places. Thank you all for coming and blessing them on this joyous occasion. None of this performance and preparation would not have happened without anyone's effort. All of you who are here are dear to us and have helped us one way or another way. It is because of each one of you that this performance went very well. Thank you all for being here today on this special day, sharing the joy with us. We thank Reverend Father Abu Varghese Peter, our home parish priest, as a chief guest and blessings during this performance. Dancers are made, not born. An important role in dance is that of a dance teacher. They are there to help catch students and encourage them to be better and for them to be the best. This is why we found the most inspiring, uplifting and encouraging dance teacher, Guru Srimati Nimmi Das. Thank you, Nimmi, for being their mentor and guru. Nimmi took them for various stage performances to showcase their talents. Thank you again, Nimmi, and thank you to Ned Das, the backbone of Nimmi, who helped us in many ways, and also Caitlin Das, daughter of Nimmi, who helped oversee and support us. For any dance performance, we need a good support from the orchestra. We are very glad that three wonderful people and Nimmi Das are here. Prakash Rao, Dr. Bhavani Prakash, and Ananta Padmanabharaya. Thank you for guiding and showcasing your talents. Every performance we need wonderful MCs. Thank you to my niece Jenny Thomas, cousins Sherin Matthew and Sean Philip. Bindu is watching this performance with a confidence that someone in the back helping our girls to change the costumes. Thank you all for helping the girls be on time and get ready. Thank you, Sheba, Susan, Suma, Maria Abraham. We also thank the people that helped us to decorate the stage outside the auditorium. That they are Saji, Sean, Alan, Ned Das, Caitlin Das, T. Joy, Ashlyn Abraham, Ashish Abraham, and Binoy. Also thank you to the ushers Ashlyn Joseph, Sabrina Philip, Bethany Matthew, Raina and Neva Varghese. Thank you, Phil, for providing us with the wonderful sound system and lighting. We need to capture all the memories and we thank you, Ned Das, Jiju Matthew and Dr. Biju Basil for the photography and the videography. I also want to thank to Bharatanatyam Dance Academy students and their families. I also want to thank for those that made the brochures and printouts. Thank you, Glen Life Auditorium Management, for providing us with this beautiful stage to perform. And thank you, the Kerala Kitchen, for beginning the fruit. We also like to thank Sheba and Sarah's friends that are here. To everyone that couldn't attend, thank you for your prayers and well wishes. I apologize if I may have missed someone, but we are grateful for all of you. Everyone, please join us for the dinner at this time served outside the auditorium. I hope you all are enjoyed the program, and thank you once again for taking part of this special day. Thank you all.
Here ends the night of our performance. If you could please join us in the adjoining hall for dinner. Thank you so much and have a great evening.